Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yehoshua, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. The honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching and truth and sincerity. A lesson will be entitled, My Biggest Fear is Reincarnation. Lord will, you are edified. Video was inspired from the TikTok platform, the Be Fair Use.
Live once, because I'm not doing this again. Thank God we only live once, because I'm not doing this again. This economy, this dating scene where people think texting LOL is a love language, where rent is $2,300 a month for a studio with a window the size of a napkin and a neighbor who practices the drums at 1 a.m. No, I'm good. One life is plenty. I wake up tired, go to sleep tired, and in between I pretend to be a functioning adult with a Gmail account and a dream. All right, half of my life is just opening apps, forgetting why I opened them, then closing them to reset. That's it. That's life in 2025. Everything else we do is just the background while we're on our phones. And don't get me started on work. I clock in like I'm serving a sentence. My boss says we're a family here, and I believe him because I avoid them just like I avoid my own. I write emails that sound like hostage notes, just slightly more polite. Just circling back. Hope this finds you well. I'm dead inside, but here's the PDF you asked for. Meanwhile, people are out here saying life is short, make it count. All right, Janet, I just paid $9 for a smoothie and I can't even taste the mango. Is this real mango? I'm not making it count. I'm making it to 5 p.m. So yeah, thank God this ride only has one lap. I don't need any reruns. I've seen enough. Thank God we only live once, because
All right, let's focus on the reincarnation part. So a lady stated, oh, my bad. Some person by the name of CJ stated, my biggest fear is reincarnation, right? And what he doesn't know is, and he could be an Israelite, but what he doesn't know is there is a such thing called reincarnation. Let's go to Numbers. (14 and 18). The Lord Yahweh is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children unto the third and fourth generation, meaning everyone comes back on earth around the third or fourth generation. Let's jump to Exodus. Exodus 20 and 5. You shall not bow down yourself to them, these idols, nor serve them, these idols. For I, Yahweh, your power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the sons unto the, let me just say this, on the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. See again, we come back on earth around the third or fourth generation, which proves what? Reincarnation. Let's go to another precept. Second Ezra 9 and 12. The same must know it after death by pain. So once everyone dies, our spirits are summoned back into the spiritual realm and we receive our judgment. However, in the spiritual realm, we are at peace. And once the Most High summons us back down on earth through the process or the union amongst our father and mother, right? We come back on earth And again, this happens around the third or fourth generation. Ecclesiastes 3:16, moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Emphasis on I saw under the sun the place of judgment. And the place of judgment is earth. Around when? The third or fourth generation. John chapter 9 and verse 1. And as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? So it shows what? That the disciples understood the concept of reincarnation because they asked Yahushua, and his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Now, if this man was born blind, how in the world did he sin? However, or unless the disciples understood that everyone comes back on earth around the third or fourth generation. This is Malachi 4 and 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh. If this precept alone doesn't explain or inform reincarnation, I don't know what else. So how in the world can Elijah come back on earth unless there is a concept we call reincarnation? So yes, my man, you have done and you will do, okay, this thing we call life. Now, you better pray that you are an Israelite. You better pray. Lord will, this was edifying. Shalom.